Privacy and data protection in academic library. As the internet users are more concerned about personal data safety these days after the implementation of the National Security Law in June 30th, 2020 in Hong Kong. To tackle this problem in our case, we carry out privacy and data protection measures in our library so as to let library users be at ease. What is privacy? Privacy is a broad concept. It includes but not limited to freedom of thought, control over own body, solitude at own home, control over personal information, freedom from monitoring, protection of one's reputation, and protection from searches and interrogations. What is data protection? Data protection refers to the protection of any mark, symbol, icon, logo, stamp, etc. of an owner. In the large picture of privacy, data protection is part of it. Before talking about how to apply data privacy policy, here are some terms you need to know. Personal data means information which relates to a living individual and can be used to identify that individual. Data subject is the individual who is the subject of the personal data. Data user is a person who controls the collection, holding, processing, or use of the personal data. Data processor is a person who processes personal data on behalf of another data user. PCPD also reminds us with the 6 data protection principles. They are collection purpose and means, accuracy and retention, use, security, openness, data access and correction. Recently, we have privacy policy statement in our library policy. Collect minimum personal identifiable information. Only keep the personal data of valid library user. Keep personal data confidential. Only authorized library staff with assigned password may access those personal data. And library may provide such data to the university for administrative and academic purpose only. There are quite a number of personal data used in our library. Patron accounts, room booking, technology items lending, card entrance record, inquiry email and replies, walk-in register. What's next? The University Archives developed a University Records retention and disposal schedules in 2020 to regulate retention period and disposal arrangement both in physical and electronic formats. This is a time for us to modify and review retention schedules. Here are some suggestions. Design retention period for each personal data type. Remember to export statistics before disposal. Decide what data should be retained for special cases and design the special treatment of personal data involved. Communicate with IT support colleague for designing automatic retention function on system to release manpower. Go design the retention schedules and policy with your team.